Well, the United States behind a flagrant smear and deliberate attempt to divide China and Russia. That is the pushback from Beijing to these comments from CIA Director William Burns about its hand in Putin's war. Watch.
A silent partner in Putin's aggression, Xi Jinping's China is our greatest challenge, in many ways the most profound test that CIA has ever faced. It seeks to overtake us in literally every domain, from economic strength to military power and from space to cyberspace.
KT McFarland is the former Deputy National Security Advisor to President Trump and author of Revolution, Trump, Washington, and We the People. KT, it's always great to see you. You just heard the CIA Director William Burns talking about China and Russia's silent partnership. Congressman Mike Gallagher actually brought up a very good point about this, and then I'll get your response on the other side. Listen to this.
And Director Burns is right, except it isn't a silent partnership. Prior to the invasion of Ukraine, Xi and Putin signed a 5,000-word statement proclaiming a partnership without limits.
Signing a statement doesn't seem very silent to me. KT, your thoughts?
No, it's not very silent at all. But these two are joined at the hip. And that's the problem for the United States, is a real strategic threat to the United States if you have Chinese technology, Chinese money, married up with Russian natural resources. I wrote my dissertation at MIT in the late 1970s, Trace, about the Chinese-Russian, then Soviet relationship. And that's always been the most potent combination of threats to the United States and really to the free world. They're our hand in glove in this. And the Chinese watched the Russians. Russia was their stalking horse. If Russia had had success with Ukraine, maybe China would have made a move on Taiwan. Now China's got to reassess itself, and particularly Xi Jinping personally, if something bad happens to Putin in his mind, is he challenged as well?
I think that's a good point. I mean, you know, you talk about the reassessment here. Doesn't Xi have to be very careful because Putin has been extraordinarily reckless in this assault on Ukraine?
Yeah, and here's what's happened. When they met in Beijing, right before the Beijing Olympics, they did sign this 5,000-word joint agreement, which was just stunning. I mean, the media paid no attention to it. I thought it was alarm bells all over the place, that it was a very strategic and serious move against the United States. But what's happened then is I assume that Putin said to Xi Jinping, I'm going to make my move on Ukraine, don't worry, it'll be over in 3 days, and then, you know, you're free to do what you want to do next. The problem is now, as the war goes on, what happens to Putin? If he goes home in humiliation and defeat, could he be overthrown? And if he's overthrown, what happens to Xi Jinping in China? He's about ready to claim, you know, Chinese president for life. What about the relationship he has, and is he in danger, and is he vulnerable as a result of his relationship with Putin?
It's a fair point. While I've got you, I want to get your take on the breaking news. We have not confirmed, but the Washington Post now reporting that during a call yesterday with President Biden, President Zelensky asked Biden to declare Russia a state sponsor of terrorism. If true, your final thoughts, KT?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen. That's a complicated legal thing. What is more likely, though, is that President Zelensky is going to get a lot more cooperation in supplying military equipment, not just from the United States, but from NATO. But
no planes.
Too bad. It's time to give Ukraine the ability to defend itself by itself.
Yep. KT, good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.